Okay, I'm going to do something a little bit different today. I'm going to make a response video to a comment that I got on my video entitled How to Write a Book in Just Hours. And let's see. Book I read by that title. First thing I'm going to do, if you haven't seen the video, if you're interested in watching it, there it is. It's called How to Write a Book in Just Hours. I'm going to play a brief portion of it so that you at least have an idea of what we're talking about if you haven't seen the video. I'm going to write a book, How to Be Poor. And I decided, since I hadn't started this book yet, that I would do this on video for those that are interested. Now, by doing something as simple as this, you can actually say that you have begun your project. You have started it. Even if that's all I did, I've got a title for the book. And instead of just keeping that title in my head, I put it on paper, or in this case. Okay, on this video, basically, I go through the steps of writing a book and actually getting it completed. And I use a real-life example. This is an actual book that I allowed my viewers to watch over my shoulder, essentially, as I developed the book in my mind and put it on paper, put it in print. And I actually started the process. And you actually see me on this video coming up with the contents of the book. So what would be in the book? Let's see. I'm just going to randomly think of things, the chapter headings that I might include in the book. Why the poor. So I'm just jumping ahead. That's basically what the video was, if you didn't see it. 7 Habits of the Poor and Why You Should Avoid Them. That just sounds like a good title. What are those habits? I don't know exactly what they are. That's why I'm writing the book. I will fill in the blanks. Now let's just do this for. Let me do this. Okay, so anyway, that's enough of that. Now let's get to the point of why I'm making this video today. So I've got a number of comments, and there's one in particular that inspired me to make this video I am doing right now. Let's see. I think I want to respond to this one as well. Okay. Let's see what we have here. But this is the comment. And it is from CW7714YT. You know, I would prefer, well, I'm going to make an irrelevant point, but if his name was David Afosua, however you say that, it'd be a lot easier, or Starboy Jones or Daryl Thornton, but, because I could just say it, I could just read it. Daryl Thornton, Starboy Jones, but CW7714YT. Okay, let's read what he has to say, then I'm going to show you my response to it. Attention, Mr. Sarahis. I'm going to make a long explanation simple. I'm a well-seasoned undergraduate in my junior year at an Ivy League college. I expect to graduate next year. I will be cramming in more ways than one. Internship that's mandatory to complete, taking 16 credits per semester with a major in psychology and minor in biology. All this to say my time is extremely limited. However, I got a lot of very interesting stories to tell. In fact, I've won so many creative writing renewable scholarships that they have paid at least 1/3 of my tuition. How can I make extra money writing ebooks for my senior year? Will I have to invest to bring in the harvest? Can I put together the short stories I used to win the scholarship as one book? Do I have to procure a publisher? How does one get paid? Thanks in advance for your response. Now, obviously, he wrote this 1 month ago, and I'm just now seeing it for the first time today, February 28th. So I responded to it. Wasn't exactly 3 seconds ago, but. So I'm going to read my response, and the reason I'm doing this is because I felt that his questions are sincere and they deserve a response. And there are other people that have the same concerns and thoughts and questions he does. So rather than just write this lengthy response directly to him, and for those who might happen to see it, I figured I'd make a video about it for the benefit of those who also might be interested in this subject. Because not only do I have comments on the video where people are asking questions about the process of writing, I have received a number of responses in my direct inbox, including a couple of people that have offered to pay me as much as $25,000 to ghostwrite a book project for them. Which ghostwriting is something I really do not do. I mean, a lot of my projects are written under different pen names. You would never know. First of all, you don't even know my name, and I want to keep it that way. You would never know who the real person is behind those various books because I use different pen names, and but I write them all on behalf of my publishing company. I've written for other people. In fact, I do copywriting, and I get paid very well to do what's called copywriting. That's writing marketing copy for products and for businesses and for websites and things like that. And but to actually write a book, an entire book, and to do it for $25,000, that's not something that I mean, I would have to really, really be into the project. I'd have to really, there would have to be a reason, an incentive other than the money to get me to do that. But anyway, in fact, I have to get back to that person, come to think of it. But let's just read this. Sorry, I'm just now responding, but I have over 141 videos, and the YouTube comment feature is not very good at letting me know of new comments. I will address your issues. First of all, one of my very first books, oh my God, this is very petty, but I really do hate typos, so let me fix that. In fact, I might as well leave it in edit mode in case I see something else. Okay, it's an obsession with mine. I make typos too, but first of all, one of my very first books was supposed to be a novel about me. I soon realized that I had written a number of essays over the years, and there was a common theme in a lot of my life experiences. I also realized that I had developed a certain level of bona fide experience in a particular area of psychology and philosophy, and it had served me well and actually saved my life on a few occasions and allowed me to survive encounters that most people would not have come out of unscathed as I did. Therefore, I changed the book's theme from a novel to more of a self-help tutorial guidebook dealing with strategy, philosophy, and psychology for dealing with certain situations effectively. I took the time to analyze what I knew, broke it all down strategically so it could be taught. I came up with a number of acronyms for certain situations, which makes you look even more like an expert at something. The book was very well received and even endorsed by a number of experts in certain fields, including psychology and law enforcement. It comes across as an entertaining thesis using real-life examples and experience as empirical evidence from which conclusions are drawn and extrapolated, and it is much more than conjecture since the results are so consistent and so numerous. I say all that to say, if there is a common theme in your stories, then I would focus on the audience that is interested in that theme and concentrate on marketing directly to that audience. Most would-be writers focus all their energies on the stories they want to tell and forget that they must appeal to the stories that their audience market want to actually read and will pay to read. You should think marketing even before you begin your book, and even your table of contents heading should be written with a marketing mindset with the intent to entice them to want to read more. My specific read more and be willing to pay for it. Okay. My specific recommendation, oh my God. Let's get off the edit mode. My specific recommendation that you can do right now is to take these stories, figure out what the common theme is, and use that theme in your title and design an attractive book cover. You can do it yourself, though others will do it for you for a fee. Just make sure it's good. And good is defined by whether or not it grabs the viewer, gets their attention, and makes them want to read more. Then, open an account on Amazon's Kindle platform. Prepare to post it there as a digital book. You can get it printed later in hard copy. But you mentioned making extra money writing. This is one quick way to do it. Kindle books must be properly formatted, and you want a clickable table of contents. Consider that the very first few pages of Kindle books are viewable for free. So you want to put your very best stuff up front in the first few pages and use those first few pages to strategically market the rest of the book. Grab them and make them want to read the rest of it, and they'll have to buy it in order to do that. My very first book on Kindle did over $1,500 in commissions for me my first month, and this is with no outside marketing and with a book that was not known or published elsewhere. Sales have slowed on Kindle because, like everything else, there is more competition and a lot of books available for free now. But it continues to make money monthly, as all my other books and projects do as well. One key is that if you focus on creating multiple streams of income from many sources, you may be surprised at the results, but it does usually take a lot of work and time, usually take a lot of work and time, to establish a good and reliable income. I gotta fix that. There is a lot more to this, and I don't want to oversimplify it, but I'll address your other questions now. Question: will I have to invest to bring in the harvest? Answer: no. But if you at least invest in you and your own knowledge, education based on the experience of others, it can drastically shorten the learning curve. I always invest in knowledge, training, etc. before I do anything, and I am very successful in many areas as a result of this mindset. If you don't have the money, then you absolutely must invest the time and use that time continually updating your knowledge and getting a real education on that particular subject, whatever it is. This should be a never-ending quest, and you will do this if you are indeed serious. Do I have to procure a publisher? Question. Answer: no. I have a publishing company which I started primarily to publish my own material and now publish others as well. But for what we are discussing, you absolutely did not need a publisher. However, again, there is a lot you'll need to learn if you go it all alone, and it will take a lot longer. But if your budget is still zero, you can still do it effectively. It's just that it's going to take more time, more effort, and more work. How does one get paid? Answer: there are many ways to get paid. With the Amazon Kindle account, once they approve your book, they'll just deposit money into your account monthly. You don't have to do anything else. There are many similar platforms with companies like Barnes & Noble, etc. You could also sell via companies like clickbank.com and get others to promote, market your material if it has an easily reachable niche market and if the material can justify a higher price in order to make it an attractive money-making vehicle for seasoned affiliate marketers. One of my digital ebooks sells for $50. Oh my God, I just realized something. This is marvelous. It looks like now, since they've upgraded the comments platform on YouTube, all the .coms are going to be a clickable link. I just discovered this. Okay, let me finish. You have numerous options for creating, publishing, and bringing. Oh my God, there's another typo. And bring should be bringing. I'll fix that. And bringing your book to market, both as a completely digital product and as a book in print. But Amazon's Kindle is a good place to start, as they are the largest bookseller on the planet and outsell all the offline bookstores. I think I need to clarify that. Amazon's Kindle is not the largest bookseller, but Amazon is. Hope this helps. And that's the end of that.